welcome to Fat Moms Podcast. That's P.H.A.T, which stands for Pretty, Hilarious, and Traumatized. I'm Sam.
And I'm Kate.
And this is a podcast about parenthood, childhood, and shared trauma. Our one and only rule is that you must be drinking something. It could be coffee, wine, anything that gets you buzzing and hopefully keeps you awake. What's today's podcast episode about, Kate?
Today's podcast episode is about how we are turning into our parents.
Yikes.
Yeah, heavy stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Not something you want to admit to, but we can have some fun with.
It happens to all of us.
Yep.
What are you drinking today, Kate?
I am drinking Emergency.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you ill?
No, but I plan to be. I had a birthday party here for my 2-year-old yesterday. My newly 2-year-old. He turned 2 today.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
Yes, happy birthday. But there were 18 children in my house under the age of 5.
That is insane.
So I'm sure I will be sick. So I'm doing a little cocktail here for Emergency.
Makes sense.
Kind of just prepping my body for that.
Good for you.
I feel like that's being an adult
Definitely.
a bit.
Yeah.
So
maybe getting old a little too.
a little old.
You know who used to drink Emergency all the time, Kate?
My dad.
Mom.
Really?
Yeah. All the time.
Really?
Yes.
Dad drinks it all the time now.
Oh, well.
Like he would start his day
Mhm.
drinking it. I mean, up until I think like last year even. And I would be like, "Are you sick?" "No." "Well, why are you drinking it?" "I haven't been sick in a long time." It's like, okay.
It's trying to prevent it. It makes sense.
Whatever works.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What are you drinking today?
Well, I'm boring today. I'm drinking water. There is a little bit of electrolyte water in there too, though, to just kind of give me a little boost. But
Nice.
that's it. I already had my coffee this morning,
You did. You showed up with coffee.
and I have to drive home, so I don't want to drink wine. Well, I guess maybe we can get started on our topic today.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody is familiar with, I think it's the Progressive commercials,
Yes.
with the guy with the mustache who goes around stopping people from becoming their parents.
Yes.
So I'd like to preface with this episode that a lot of this is how we're turning into our parents, but some of it in general is how I'm turning into a parent. Maybe not just our parents. And I say that mainly because I found myself the other night at a restaurant asking the waitress how she was doing and, if she had kids and wanting to know her life story.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to stop myself mid-sentence and I was like, oh my God, I sound like somebody that like a parent of somebody that I knew growing up. Don't know who. I don't remember mom and dad ever investing in a stranger's life story, but just sounds like somebody like a parent would do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's partially also your extrovertedness.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get started with that. I think we should start with just like questioning, like making the question out there. Sam, how do you think that I'm turning into mom and dad? Or both or either, or maybe how I'm not? That'd be an interesting way to look at it too.
Sure. Well, we sort of pre-talked about this a little bit. And I now know that you love to make lists, which is a very mom thing, not just like mom in general, but like our mother.
Yes.
She lives and dies by her list.
Yep.
It's a little scary.
I like the act of crossing something off. So even with work stuff, I sometimes will write it down in a notebook instead of typing it on a notepad because I like the act of it. Makes me feel like, oh, I accomplished something today.
Yeah. I will admit that I do sometimes make lists at work. I usually forget about them and then I have to start over or I just forget to do things. But like I will sometimes add something to the list that I've already done just so I can cross it off.
See? So, yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I do.
It's really satisfaction-wise.
I guess.
Yeah.
I admit that I tried to rebel against that desire to make lists because I saw how obsessive mom was about it and I was just like, I don't want to be tied to a list. But you know what I do live and die by? My Google Calendar.
You do. I have
a problem.
You've been trying to get me to transfer over to a Google Calendar for a long time and I'm just stuck on, I don't know what my phone calendar, is that an Apple calendar?
It's the Apple Calendar, yeah.
I just live on that one.
We can tie the two calendars together, Kate.
Oh, I know we can.
I figured that out.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But everything goes in that calendar.
I know.
And it's all color coded.
I know, I've seen it. And it is it's daunting to look at.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's how you're turning into mom. Oh, I will say too, something that I did not share ahead of time because I thought it'd be fun to talk about like on the spot. I hear you say all the time, like Like, we don't judge. No judgment. We don't judge. But sometimes when you say stuff, I very much feel judged by you.
110%. I agree, and I most of the time I am judging. But I say no judgment as a opening for you to share, to know that even if you whatever you say or do, I'm not going to stop talking to you or stop wanting to be around you. I am sure still judging you.
It feels like you're luring me into a false sense of security, though. Like, no judgment. Tell me whatever you want. But then I tell you whatever I want. You're like, oh my God, you're a terrible person.
I've never said that to you.
You haven't?
No.
Oh my God, have you?
No, I don't think so.
No.
You've never done anything that would reference that. But no, I do. I try to be open for people to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible. I don't know anybody who doesn't judge at least a little bit. And it's not always in a malice way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's just, how do you stop yourself? Like, somebody, if I came to you and I was like, this is not true, by the way, just referencing this. If I came to you and I was like, hey, Sam, so I robbed a bank yesterday. No judgment though, right? You good? Like, I feel like you'd be like, well, you're my sister. I still love you. We're still going to do Easter at your house. Hopefully it's a nicer house now if you robbed a bank. But like, I think that you're insane that you robbed a bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a big difference. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Oh, we're going to talk about that some more in a future episode, because we've already decided to do an entire episode about what would Sam and Kate go to prison for.
Yes. Robbing a bank would not be mine though, because I am terrible at math.
Yeah.
And giving me a wad of I just, banks and math, they go together for me.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
They could give you just like a wad of singles that adds up to like, I don't know, $50. You'd be like, okay, cool, thanks, bye.
Well, and also I'm like the type of person that's like, don't put one of those ink things in there. And then the girl would be like, of course not, I would never do that. And be like, oh, thanks,
You're
Monica.
So gullible.
You're so sweet. And I would never check.
Yeah.
I would think that, so I'd be the worst bank robber.
Yeah.
I'd be a terrible bank robber.
Yeah.
Also, they'd be like, oh my God, I love your shoes. And be like, oh, thanks, TJ Maxx. I got them last week. I used my credit card. Here's my credit card numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they'd find out who I am.
It's oversharing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Which is another parent thing I've noticed.
I
feel like there's a lot of, the other day I saw a woman and I liked her sweater, and she commented on my flannel. I was like, oh my God, Costco, $11. Can you believe it? I'm like, when did we start bragging about how little money we spend on our clothing?
See, your idea of oversharing is very different from mine.
Really?
Yes, because oversharing is like, oh, I got this shirt at this place. And for me, it's like, oh, I got this shirt at this place the day after my divorce was finalized, because like I go into like way too much detail that nobody asked for.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that happen.
It's scary, and I apologize to everybody who's had to listen to me do that. I don't know why I do that. I'm trying to be better, but
well, I think it just makes you feel good, and that's okay.
It doesn't make me feel good.
It does, because you're like, I got this sweater.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's because I hate surface level conversations.
Yes.
Like, what's the weather? How do you feel about the weather? Like, I don't care. Like, I do not care about the weather. I would love to hear about how the weather impacts your mood and makes you feel happy or depressed, and like what you do about, like, I want to get into like the details and the weeds of, I love deep, meaningful conversations.
Okay. And I respect that. And I know that about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If somebody's going to share with me though, I have no judgment in the sense of like, share, go for it.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Definitely. I'm here for it.
Well, that's like, I think how you're like mom. And mom does start random conversations sometimes too with people. Like, she does, not like you, but like she does.
Are you going to bring up the other thing that she does? We talked about?
Wait, which one?
The one where she just blurts out.
Oh God.
Please tell the story, because it happened twice the last weekend we were together.
I will say it, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because I have a show on Thursday and I have an entire bit about it.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, but you do have to just skim it.
Okay, all right.
It's funny.
Okay, so our mom does this thing. She's been doing it, for our whole lives?
Whole lives.
Where she's got this news app on her phone.
Or the newspaper
back when we were younger. And she will just see the most horrific headlines and just like word vomit them out loud to whoever or whatever. Like, there might not even be a person in the room. She's like, oh, man and his dog attacked by a black bear in Florida. Like, it's just like, she'll just say it out loud. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that one time when we were on vacation on Mackinac Island?
Yeah.
It was a beautiful summer day. We were on the beach, I think.
Blast.
It was wonderful. And we were just like hanging out on this cloudless, sunny day. And she was just like, oh, Michael Jackson just died.
Uh, Nothing spurred it. We didn't ask.
Nobody asked. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nope. I think other people heard her. She might have ruined some vacations because
Probably.
we all feel things about Michael Jackson. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't scan the room for who's there. So
no, she doesn't. She doesn't look at that, which makes me laugh a little bit. But yeah, it was a couple weekends ago. You mentioned it even. You were like, you have this tendency. You like told her.
Yeah.
And then in the course of it had to have been like within 2 hours, she did it twice.
Yep.
And you and I just we locked eyes.
Yeah, we did.
I was like,
she did it when she was out at my house last week, and I just stopped and looked at her. I was like, you did it again, Mom. She's like, what? Oh, I was like, you hear it now, right? Right? She's like, yeah.
And it's so funny to hear it because, yeah, like I said, and I have to ask her. I'm like, I can't listen to things kid related. I can't listen to it anymore, things like that, because she used to just blurt out things, like, oh, there was a fire, and she'd start talking like, were there kids involved? And I'll stop her, and she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like,
I can't even get her to stop fast enough. She'll just say it, and then my kids hear crazy words like serial killer or whatever, and then it's like, awesome, now I gotta explain that. Wait, are you saying that you do that you blurt news out like Mom?
No.
Oh, okay, that's one way we're not like Mom.
No, yeah, that's one way we're not like Mom.
Okay.
We do not keep up on current events at all. We don't blurt out things.
Nope. How about how we're like Dad? How you're like Dad?
Yes.
Okay, we've talked about this before, that you have OCD.
I do.
And I am 99.9% sure that you have it because of Dad. Yeah. Like I love Dad, but I think that with the cleaning, it's like obsessive cleaning.
Yes.
Dad gets crazy with cleaning. He doesn't always clean, but like when he does clean, he like gets on his hands and knees and is scrubbing the floor.
Yeah.
And like that's very much you now.
I do that at client houses. I think we talked about that. I have a side job. I get on the floor and I scrub kitchen floors, and I prefer it rather than mopping.
I mean, it works better.
It does.
Mops never get up all of it.
It does not. I like getting down there and like seeing what I'm dealing with, and I 100% got it from Dad. I'm not really proud of it. Sometimes, like even today, I kind of rethought things. I was upstairs vacuuming. To be fair, we had a party yesterday. We had about 45 people in our house, and our house is not big, I think I said. But yeah, I was vacuuming upstairs, and the kids down here were just like they had a dance party. Charlie and Oliver, Travis was down here having a great time, and really like I was trying to hurry up as fast as I could because I was like, I'm missing out because I have a problem.
Yeah,
this sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to have this problem. Again, to be fair, we had this giant it had to be done. There was food on the floor. There were piles of things that I had swept yesterday that I had to get it up. So
yeah. But
yeah, I definitely get that from Dad. An OCD, anxiety. I also get my temper from Dad.
You have a temper?
I have a terrible temper.
I think you're way more patient than Dad was.
I am. I've learned to have my patience. My temper is very stable, and I can control it. Okay. But when I do have those moments, it's I 100% feel Dad. Yeah. And we grew up, our dad had quite the temper. He was a great dad. The temper was towards work. Yeah, usually. Or driving. Yep. Or driving. Or house projects when something didn't measure right. Guys, we got it. We lived in a construction zone for most of our life. Kate is gesturing to her home right now because my dad is helping them refinish their basement. And that's where we are. It's a project. And I feel like a child again. I like to joke that there's sawdust in my veins because like we breathed in so much sawdust. Is it weird though that sawdust is almost when Dad's here working on the basement, sometimes if I'm working down here, because my office is down here too, I get that fume and it's nostalgic. It's comforting. I like that smell. I love that smell. I like the smell. I like the sound of the saw from far away. Yeah, I can't be in the room anymore, but from far away, it's comfort. And I also, Dad used to listen to all those old jams. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you remember Bad Leroy Brown? Oh, my gosh. I have that on my playlist. Yes, I listen to that once in a while, and it takes me back. So, we listen to a lot of music and stuff like that. I will say, with something that's interesting that I've noticed between you and I is, and I don't know, I feel like we've talked about it before, everyone has their own scent.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has their own scent.
Mm-hmm.
I have dad's scent.
Mm-hmm.
And you have mom's scent.
I do?
Yeah, which I find very interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I do, yes, I would agree about you and Dad. I've lost so much of my sense of smell from having COVID so many times.
Yeah.
And last time I got it fully back, but this time around I just haven't yet. It's been about a year since I had it. And I'm hoping it still comes back. But yes, I do remember that about you. Nicholas does too.
Yeah,
Nicholas smells like Dad.
It's very interesting.
It's weird.
It's very weird and comforting.
It is comforting.
All at once. Once in a while, I'll just like, I'll get a whiff of myself even. Like I've showered. I've showered. It's not it's just like, you know, maybe I'm like grabbing something and like my hair comes down or something and it just like whiffs in my face and I'm just like, oh. I'm like, that's nostalgic, but I can't pinpoint it. And then like I'll go hug my dad and I'm like, I just I breathe people in.
Yeah.
And it's a comfort thing for me. And you smell like mom.
Yeah. Well,
it's very
I think mom smells good. So
she does.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah. It always smells good.
Yeah. One other thing I noticed. Yeah. Dad cannot always sit still. Like he'll sit in one place for a little while and like he's moving and then he's got to get up and move somewhere else or like go do something and he's like pacing and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like that's you too.
Yes, it is. And you know what's hilarious is the last time mom and dad slept over. I love that. They slept over.
Sleepover party.
Yeah. The last time they slept over, our dad and I had our feet up on the ottoman and we were both, and I'm showing Sam right now, we were both doing this with our feet where we kind of just like rub our feet together in a sense. I don't know. And my dad looks at me and goes, you do that too? I was like, yeah, it's really annoying. And he's like, I do that. And I was like, yeah, I know you do that. And then I was like, I also rock myself to sleep some nights. Remember when dad used to rock himself back and forth?
Yep.
I do that too. And mom was like, it's so annoying. It's, you know, because it's rocking the whole bed. Now, you know, Travis and I have separate Ricky and Lucy beds that push together, you know, those memory foam ones. So he doesn't get affected by it, which is nice. But
yeah,
I thought that was
funny.
It's the interesting things that you pick up from your parents.
Yeah.
But I'd like to note for you, you don't have a lot of similarities to mom.
Really?
Like a lot of things. I feel like you went very far in the other direction of trying to like, you wanted to be your own person.
Yeah.
You wanted to be your own mom. You were a young mom.
I was.
You know, in, you know, this day and age, I guess.
Yeah.
23.
I was 26.
You were 26?
Yeah. Because I was mad because Nicholas was born 2 days after me. 4 days after me, sorry. His due date was 2 days after my birthday. It's 4 days after. Oh my God. I cannot. I'm sorry, you guys. My son's going to be 11 later this month, and I'm not doing okay with it.
He's 5.
But no, because I wanted to be 25 when I had him, and my birthday is 4 days before his, and I just turned 26, and I was so mad. It was dumb. I don't know why I was mad about that.
I get it. I wanted to be pregnant by 30 and have a baby by 30, and mine was 31. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think that because of the fact that like mom and dad had kids in the same, you know, area of time, 20s, I feel like you tried really hard to do things a little bit differently. And it wasn't because you didn't agree with what they did, but obviously raising children has changed in the past 30 years. Yeah. Or 26 at the time. And you kind of just want to do it your own way and navigate your own way. Yeah. And so you pulled yourself far. And not in a bad way. It's just let me do this differently and see what effect it has. And I mean, the kids turned out great.
I mean, I'll be totally honest. I had absolutely no freaking clue what I was doing.
I know, and you did it so well.
Well, thank you.
You did it so well. Travis and I have talked about it before about, you know, how you had Nikki and like I don't know how she did it. No idea. Like, you know, it was very. You had because of the job that, you know, your then partner had, you were on your own a lot. Yeah. And we can't imagine. We're like, we need to. Like, we don't know. Like, if there's anything holding this marriage together, it is the fact that we need to. Yeah. You're not sticking me with these kids. He says that all the time. Like, you want to separate? You get the kids. Never mind. I love you, honey. It's not worth it. Yeah. But we've always commented that you've done so well. Yeah. And it's not to say again that mom and dad didn't do well, but they did well in their own way with what they had, and you did well in this new age of parenting. Yeah. And it's just a difference that I don't see a lot of similarities. You are so calm and patient. And I know you mentioned my patience level. And I think that mom was relatively patient, but you have a different you have a different way about it. It's very much a patience, and like, you want to do that for the 10th time to try? Well, it's been 80 times. Go ahead, try again. You know that. Whereas mom was like, I'm just gonna get it free. But she would let us try a bunch, but then eventually it's like, no, okay, let me just. And that's how I am too. So like, but you're different in that way.
I tried to be my own. I think there were many things that I tried to replicate that mom and dad did, and it just didn't work for me.
I remember you saying that.
Like, I remember mom talking about how she had to let John cry it out when he was a baby because he had colic and she needed a break. And I'm not saying that that's the wrong thing to do. I know everybody needs a break sometimes, and that's totally fine. But when I would hear Nicholas cry, I felt like it was physically hurting me. Like, I was in pain, and like, the last thing my body wanted to do was be away from him. The only thing that felt right to me was being close to him. So, I mean, I held him all the time. He slept next to me for a very long time. I know that a lot of people have certain opinions about that, and that's totally fine. You do you. But I did it my way, and it worked for us. And I think it made our relationship really great. So
I think that Nikki has a really good relationship with you. I think that's all because of how you raised him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's a great kid.
Yeah, he is. I do think that it's interesting too. You look a lot like mom.
I do.
You look a lot like mom. That's something that you definitely have going. And then also, I'd probably say organized chaos is an interesting thing to put it as. But I always felt like our house growing up was a disaster a lot, and not in a bad way. We had a playroom. Our entire house was our playroom, which I think that houses that have that are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't allow that.
Yeah, no.
My house is clean.
There's structure here.
Your house is organized chaos. There's
Yeah.
toys everywhere. Everywhere is a playroom for you. And I think that that's something that you resemble from mom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think mom had things as chaotic as I do. I think she had things a bit more organized. Mom was a stay-at-home parent for a little while, not for a long time. She did have part-time jobs now and then when we were all in school, she was working at the school too.
Yeah.
So she did work, but like, I think she had things a bit more organized, whereas like, I'm like, there's piles in like these 5 different places, and you ask me like, well, where is this specific piece of paper? And I'm like, I know exactly where it is. It's in that pile in that room, but like, there's piles of stuff everywhere. So it's messy and chaotic, but I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
And then mom will come over and she'll move my stuff around, and then I can't find anything. And she just blames it on the fact that I'm so disorganized and can't keep anything organized. I'm like, no, I have a system and you just blew it. So
that is one thing I will say. You and mom, pretty stubborn.
Oh yeah.
A little bit, in good ways. It can be, used in a good way.
Sure.
But that is something.
I am very stubborn.
Very stubborn.
Very stubborn. And I want to go back a little bit to something you said. You also said that I am so calm. That is a mask that I wear. On the inside, I am the most anxious person probably ever. I've done a lot of work to try to tame that and make it better, but I tend to like self-punish, so like I keep it to myself so that I don't bug other people. I think that's also why, like, when I get super anxious or really nervous about stuff, like if you see me like at the beginning of the week and I have a really nerve-wracking, stressful week, and then you see me at the end of the week and be like, oh my God, did you lose weight? It's like, yes, because I'm not eating. It's like my body punishes itself.
I think it not based on body punishing yourself. But it's funny you mentioned that you're just kind of anxious and crazy on the inside. You need to meet my friend Jess.
Okay.
And I don't think she's going to have a problem being mentioned on this podcast. She's probably going to love it. She listens. She's a great listener. She's got 3 kids. And I mentioned to her yesterday, she was at the party. She's got a screaming kid leaving. She's got 2 other ones that are really upset about leaving. She's like, all right, well, bye guys. See you later. And I mentioned, I'm like, you're so calm. You're so like, just chill. And she laughed, and we were texting back and forth, and she's like, oh my God, really? It's like, because on the inside, I'm dying.
I'm dying. Yeah, I hear that. I feel that in my bones. On the inside, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Am I like dad at all?
Yeah, you are. I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. You know how sometimes dad, he's become soft spoken.
Yeah.
Not only, for obvious reasons,
Well,
quiet.
listeners don't know this. Our dad had throat cancer when we were
Yes.
kids, and he had a portion of his voice box removed. So he has a very raspy voice.
He does.
Very raspy.
But when I say soft spoken, I mean, he just quietly adds in a little detail here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny because once in a while, I'll say something and he'll make a joke like under his breath.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that, I'm not saying that you do that, but I find the soft spoken, the fact that you were doing comedy and like the fact that, you have these jokes and stuff that you just kind of throw out there
Mm-hmm.
was a surprising.
It's a surprising funny.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I see dad in some ways. Like he's really funny, but not to outside. Like you have to be in it.
Yeah.
And
you have to listen.
And you have to listen because he'll make just like the slightest remark and I'll be like, what did you just say?
It like takes a second and then it clicks and you're like, did you just say that?
And it's hilarious.
It's so funny.
And I can't stop laughing. And that's how, and again, it's not the same, but in the sense, it was just surprising.
It's a quiet funny. And
Yeah.
I have heard that from other people, like in my comedy classes and stuff, who have said similar things. Like just, comedy works for you because you get up there and you're this little quiet,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, high-pitched voice kind of person. Yeah. And then like you start talking and you say the stuff that you say and we don't expect it. And that's how you get laughs, is because you say things unexpectedly. So I could understand that. I do think I have dad's sense of humor.
You do 100% have dad's sense of humor. And I think it's funny because when you say jokes and when you talk, I'm immediately, it takes me back to dad. Mm-hmm. And some of the stuff you say, I'm like, I could see dad saying that.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe I did hear dad say, it's like,
yeah,
you get confused on which one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's a big one for you, being similar to dad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. Cause like I said, you're unique. You've got a very unique personality that you've grown into. So it's very hard for me to tell. Whereas I feel like I dove into what mom and dad are. I feel like I got a lot of their stuff.
You did get some of it, but I think you have your own stuff going on too. You and I, we've talked about this before about being very, like, I don't hesitate to say modern parenting, but like, we're conscious of emotions and we think emotions are important and validating them and everything. That's not really, that wasn't a thing when we were kids. No. People didn't do that.
No, they were more like, you're gonna cry? I'll give you something to cry about.
Right.
That was just like a common answer.
You don't want to finish your dinner? You're going to bed hungry. Like, and now it's like, I've been going through this with my daughter, with Noelle, getting her to eat.
Yeah.
Like anything. Because she fights me on everything. We're at the stage where like she has to have control. So she'll fight me on everything.
Yeah.
And I, through research, because librarian, have found that you're supposed to give them safe options on their plate.
Mm-hmm.
So like mom and dad never would have done that. Like, you don't want to eat fish sticks from Aldi? Too bad. You can have them for breakfast.
I will die bringing this story up of when our house layout in our old house that we grew up in had like the dining room and the living room attached. So there was no wall. And I remember being sat at the dining room table and everybody had finished their dinner and I did not want to eat my cherry tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. They taste awful to me. Did not want to do it. And mom was like, all right, well, we're going to go in the living room and we're going to play a game. And you guys all sat around the coffee table and you played a game and I just had to sit at the table and watch you play a game.
That is so sad.
You
and I would never do that to our kids. And I'm not, no judgment, mom and dad. That's the way things were. Yes. We get it. But
also, I still won't eat my cherry tomatoes.
I mean, you didn't like them. It's okay to not like things.
I did not like them. Yeah. So, don't know where the dog was then. Should have been there.
Yeah. Someone would have figured it out, though.
Probably.
Because we've all tried to hide our leftover dinner in the garbage can with a napkin. It never works.
Yeah, never works.
Yeah. This is why we're so like...
Mom and dad were too smart.
They were too smart. And this is why you and I think, are so sensitive to lying.
Yeah.
Like, with anybody. Because, like, we did try to get away with stuff like most kids do.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. And now it's like, I feel like we're human lie detectors now. I can sniff out a lie a mile away. Like, it's...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
not
tend
just
to
with my
also do
kids,
that.
but with other people. And like, it's like in my intuition now where
Yeah.
something doesn't feel right. And I'm like,
You know what's crazy though too? That and the fact that now when I have to lie about something, I have to
you
go
have to lie.
I have to go fully into it. Somebody asks me a question like, hey, did you do that? I'll be like, yeah, let me explain every single
Okay,
detail
that is a hallmark of lying,
of
though. Is
how I
like you
did
go
that.
into too much
I
detail.
know. Yeah. I know. It's like, and I don't know what it is, but I think that's because of all the times that we got caught.
Probably, yeah.
I had to perfect my lying.
Yeah. Well, and I think if you have there's a certain part of you that believes what you're saying, that helps too.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have to tell little white lies
Yeah.
every now and then. It's just part of life. But like,
Yeah, my favorite lately is the park is closed.
yeah,
If there's snow on the
talk about
ground,
it.
the park is closed.
Yeah. I mean,
We're not going. But yeah, I think that for personality wise, definitely something it's different for you. I think that you did really well at becoming your own.
yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
I will take that as a compliment.
I'm trying to think of things that maybe physical things that we got from. But do you have any like ailments
What do you
that mom and dad had?
mean?
Like for example,
Oh, I have one for you.
yeah.
You, mom, and John all have trouble with food, like
Yeah.
control over food.
Yeah.
Like you have no self-control when it comes
No.
to food.
Yeah.
I think dad doesn't. Dad's no. Dad is better.
He's gotten
Dad
better.
is actually really good because dad will like recognize when it's happening and he'll be like, okay, I'm not eating anymore.
Yes.
And like that's I do that all the time. Like I think we've talked about this. I fast a lot on the weekends, and it's because like I feel like I eat a lot when I have to like sit at my desk and like have to feed the kids on the go, and like I just eat what I eat. But then like my way of controlling food is by eating less of it, and I don't know, you guys just have trouble with that.
We have trouble with it, but it's definitely a different type of trouble. John will overeat.
Yeah.
He'll just eat and eat because he loves whatever it is. Like he loves chocolate, for example. And his wife has told us before that she has to hide the candy because he'll eat the entire bag.
Mom used to have to do that to dad
candy.
too.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. And mom, I think, has said that she has some troubles with it. For me, I have trouble with I have trouble with not eating when I'm not hungry. Like if it's lunchtime, my body's like, oh, it's lunchtime. I'm not hungry, but I have to eat something.
Yeah.
That's like my control issue. I have gotten better with it. I started doing a lot more water.
That helps.
Which has been helping. But on occasion, I do let it go for, occasions like yesterday. I had like a tiny piece of cake because I had a sub sandwich.
Oh, okay.
For lunch. So I am portioning it out. So I've gotten a little bit better at that. So that's something.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, you're pretty good at. That's something that that reminds me of dad. What you do.
Yeah.
You got really into like a diet factor, and yours isn't really a diet. Yours is like a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
But remember when dad started eating garlic?
Oh my God. So our dad, so he had cancer and they got it out and he has not had it again, which is amazing. But after he got better, he was very concerned about eating things and taking things that would prevent it from coming back. And one of those things was raw garlic. So he would eat raw garlic all the time at home. The smell got on our clothes.
It would come out of his skin.
It was in our lockers at school. I would go to school and I would smell it in my locker. I'm like, oh my God, I smell like garlic. So to this day, I do not eat garlic.
I don't like garlic.
Anytime a recipe calls for garlic, I leave it out. I cannot do it.
I tend to replace it with onion powder.
Yeah, onion powder is fine.
Yeah, I tend to replace it. And if I do use any garlic, it's like a sprinkle.
Yeah.
Not even enough.
That's not. I will eat garlic bread from time, but I hate the smell that it leaves on your skin like 1-2 days after you've eaten it.
Yeah.
And I don't enjoy smelling that way.
No, but that's something that he goes full in. He immerses himself into whatever he's doing, lifestyle change, diet wise. And that's what you did. And you've been really successful. You've been doing this for over a year now.
It started with supplements, which was a couple years ago. And then I think it was just in the middle of last summer, I went in for my physical. And I don't know if we talked about this, but I talked to my doctor and I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know that I'm not overweight, or anything, but I want to exercise and I want to trim down, but I hate running.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. And she's like, my doctor is gorgeous, by the way. She's
Of course she is.
tall, thin, just so beautiful.
Don't you hate that?
I do, but I don't. Like, I kind of expect it now, because doctors know a lot about
I just don't like it when you go into
health.
like our dentist office used to be like the one we used to go to was filled with drop dead models.
Okay, that's weird.
One of the guys played like professional football in Milwaukee or something,
and now he
became a dental like surgeon.
That's interesting.
And so imagine that working in your mouth. I'm like, oh,
that's a little weird.
Anyways, go on.
So I was just like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, well, I don't run either. And I was like, what? Are you what? And she's like, no, you don't.
So
she's like, I have issues with my knees. Just walk as much as you can.
Yeah.
And ever since she said that, I started doing that and doing it consistently. That's how I was able to like trim down a bit. And it just initiated this whole eating healthy, controlling your portion, everything. And that was in the middle of last summer. So.
But yeah, I think those are some good ways. Some good ways we've listed. Some other just random pieces, and I think I made this clear on our last call. Oh my gosh, I'm working here. On our last episode, being like into the neighborhood, really into the neighborhood. And it's funny because one of our listeners had posted becoming the neighborhood watch.
Yeah, because we did ask our list. If you didn't see on our page, we asked our listeners to tell us how you're turning into your parents.
Yes, and I will say I can 100% agree with that. Travis has come home and been like, what's going on across the street? And I'm like, oh my God, sit down. And I will tell him like hour by hour what these people were doing. And I'm like, and they haven't come out of the house since. Like their cops might come. I'm not sure. Like,
that's funny.
I get really into it. I'm surprised that I don't have, binoculars or anything like ready.
Yeah.
I get a little too rough with that.
Yeah.
So that's something that us and our listeners have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else did our listeners say?
It looks like no longer being able to lay on the couch. Because if you're laying down, you're going to go to sleep.
Oh God, 100%.
And that's funny because I tell Travis all the time, he lays down. He's like, I'm not tired at all. And 5 minutes later, you'll hear the snoring. And I'm like, sit up. You got to sit up. You can't get in the sleep position.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I get sore when I lay on the couch now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's a little bit of a problem. Somebody else said not letting the gas tank dip below a quarter, which I wish I was the same way. I'm not. I'm the type that
I wait for it to go off.
I do. I let it say refuel about 3 or 4 turn-ons before I'm like, ugh. Forgot about that.
Only time I pay attention to it is if I'm coming like to your house or mom and dad's because I know I have a long drive.
Agreed.
And even then, if I can try to stretch it, I will because gas prices are cheaper in Wisconsin.
Exactly. So. If I have half a tank before I leave to go to your house in Illinois, I will stop and I will fill up here so that I can get to your house and then back before I need to fill up again because it's cheaper out here.
Yeah.
So makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, pack rat tendencies.
Oh God, is there a mention of cardboard boxes? Because
there is not.
Okay, because didn't someone say something about boxes?
Oh, wait a minute, there is.
Okay,
did you read that?
I did read them.
It says it's got a meme, and it's of the girl walking past the guy and the girl, and the guy's turned, kind of being like, "Ooh, look at that butt," kind of, and the other girl he's holding hands with is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And it's got the girl in the red, a sturdy, well-built cardboard box, me. And then me overstimulated by too much SHIT in my house. I'm not sure if we can swear. So
yeah, probably not because it's not explicit. You have to check a box if you're going to do that.
Well, I just spelled it for you.
But I love a good box. It's so hard for me to like shoe boxes. It's so hard for me to put shoe boxes in the recycling bin.
I have to say it doesn't have to do with shoe boxes or cardboard boxes, but I know that one of our segments today we're doing is Isle of Shame. And I need to talk about it for a second because this was my Isle of Shame.
Do we have any more? Because we can move on to our segments are there any more?
Other than something we already mentioned, anxiety, bad hips.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't have, but I understand when you get to a certain age, you're going to have that. Yeah. Especially if your parents had it.
Sure.
Which is an unfortunate, hand-me-down.
Right.
But yeah, I think that we covered a lot.
Yeah, totally. Okay, well, let's do our segments then.
So
Isle of Shame by the week.
Isle of Shame. We went to Costco. It's a problem.
Yeah.
It was for date night. Because that's
But
what we
you
do
went
now.
to Costco for date night?
We did.
Okay.
You say that.
Burning the midnight oil.
You say that. But then I invited a friend of mine to lunch one day on the weekend last weekend, and I was like, hey, we're going to Ian's, your favorite place.
It is my favorite place.
For lunch. You guys should come. Oh, we're actually on date night. The kids are, the kid is at grandparents' house. We're currently at Costco. It's a thing.
Okay, I don't really have any room to judge because my ideal date night is like at home in front of the TV, so watching a movie. So I guess Costco is a step above that. But
well, we went to Costco and spent way too much money. It's fine. But
it was date night. You got to spoil yourself, right?
Yes. And we were there and I'm like, ooh, I want these bins. And Travis is like, we already have those. We have actually those exact bins. And I'm like, yeah, but they're already full. And he's like, I don't think you're understanding the concept of bins. He's like, you can't just keep getting bins because we're going to run out of space for the bins. You need to get rid of the things that are in the bins that you don't want. And then and I'm just like sitting there, and it's so funny. And you can see me, but I'm like sitting there holding the box of bins while he's talking. And I'm just like,
putting them in the cart.
I'm like nodding.
Yep.
And like putting them in the cart.
Yeah.
And then we're walking, and it was his mistake. It was when we're leaving that aisle, and he goes, "Oh, honey, look at these bins. These look nice. These look better than those." And I was like, "Oh, those do look nice." And I added another stack of bins.
Yep.
To our cart. So now I have
date night shopping for bins.
Yes, and I now have 2 separate stacks of bins. However, a lot of them have been used. They're working well.
Yep.
And I love bins.
Yeah.
Give me all of the bins or under the bed storage.
Oh God!
I just went on Amazon and bought new under the bed storage that I'm working on. I also bought a new like stand up 1 drawer, like 5 drawers down dresser type thing.
Yeah.
For my closet to put things in that were in bins above.
You have a problem.
I have a problem.
At least it's organized.
It's organized. It's very organized.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my Isle of Shame. Okay. Samantha, what was your?
Okay. Mine was from Aldi and I got one of those plastic mats to put for your dirty shoes by the front door. I can't remember how much it cost. It was pretty cheap though. I want to say like maybe at most $10. And it's on the floor by the door, but the shoes remain everywhere else.
Yes.
So it's not really doing its job.
Part of it is you have to dictate that that's where they go, though.
I mean, I thought it was implied.
No,
it's
not.
No, I know. It's not.
I know.
No, with children.
I thought the same thing, and Travis got a new mat for next to the door, and every day when we get home from school with those kids, him or I say, go to the mat, take your shoes off, and they both, Oliver doesn't take his shoes off, but they both go to the mat.
Yeah.
And Charlie takes his shoes off, sets them down on the mat.
There are just shoes everywhere in my house.
Know.
Like all over the foyer. And I'm like, why are you changing shoes so frequently? What I don't understand.
Well, it's insane too because you have 2 kids and you have like 20 pairs of shoes in your
a lot of them don't fit anymore. But yeah, they just like
this is what I'm doing on Friday.
But you okay, yeah, Kate's gonna come help me clean my house on Friday. We have a birthday party next weekend.
Yes.
Anyway, that was my Isle of Shame of the week. So
that was it.
That was it. I mean, it wasn't that exciting. No. It's not doing the job it's supposed to do. What can I say? Hey, it's been a disappointing week.
Hey, how's your next to the bed ottoman thing going?
Oh my God, it's still empty.
Oh my God.
I have a new blanket that I put on top of it sometimes. But and I've sat on it a couple times.
Why don't you put it in it?
Because I use it every night.
Oh.
And that would be annoying.
Okay, we gotta find some stuff to put in it.
I know.
Empty other bins and put the bin. It's a problem.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Our other segment is what did we decide? What are you proud of this week?
Yeah, we did that the last episode, but I noticed something the other day and I wanted to just notate it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I was proud of, two things kind of go hand in hand, but I was at the gym and I was working out. You know, you can see your reflection and like the things and stuff. And I was just like, I've lost so much weight. I think we've noted that. And I feel so much better about myself. And I'm so proud of it. And I'm really proud of the reason behind it. Because it's not just a health thing for me. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of it is like, I want to be around for my children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm really proud of my mindset on that. Because I feel like it's really hard for me motivation wise to do things that like I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. Like it's freezing outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to go to the gym. I really enjoy it. But like I don't want to work out as hard as I do.
Yeah. Oh God. I struggle with that every day.
It's really
getting out of bed.
Yeah. And it's really hard to like go there and really lift weights and like do everything like hardcore. And is in that moment, and I know I've thought of it before, but I just remembered it for this. It was in that moment that I like saw my reflection and I was like, I'm doing this for my kids. Mm-hmm. And I just felt so proud of myself because I feel like there's so many, you know, again, judgment only kind of, but there's so many parents out there that, you know, they need that motivation.
Because if you were doing it just for yourself, let's be honest, you wouldn't do it.
You're not going to do it, and that's
the same way.
And that's normal. There's you're nothing wrong with you.
Yeah,
that is normal. Mm-hmm. But to find that reason and to be able to like really feel that reason in that moment, I almost cried a little bit.
Oh my gosh!
I was so emotional, and I was just like, I want to be around as long as I can, and I want to be able to run with them and play with them.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be another episode, by the way. I don't know if we can say it, like,
sure.
Where were you at in your cycle? Because I feel like that dictates your emotions, and I would love to talk about that on an episode in the future.
I would love to do that too. But maybe next episode we can link that in.
That, or what would Sam and Kate go to prison for?
Let's do both. Because maybe we'll be on our cycles when we go to prison.
Oh my God. That's when it would happen.
They probably match.
At that point. It's that week before my period. Mm-hmm. That's the crazy week. Okay, sorry.
We'll talk about
TMI.
It. Yeah, it's fine.
That'll be a TMI warning episode.
Yes. But yeah, so I was really proud. And then how I handled yesterday, the chaos of the party, you know, my anxiety, get it from Dad.
Yep.
Crowds, I don't like crowds, and I managed.
Yeah.
And I felt like I did really, really well. Mm-hmm. It didn't help that I had a fire drill with work on a Saturday morning, and I spent 2 hours thinking that I was like just done for with work because I royally screwed something up.
Oh no.
And I had to fix it, and my blood pressure was so high that by the time I fixed it, because it was fixable, I was like, I'm not stressing out the rest of the day.
High blood pressure, also something we get from Mom and Dad both.
Yes.
It's a problem for both of us. I was on blood pressure medication. I'm in my 30s.
Yes.
But
yeah. Mm-hmm. What are you proud of?
This is a really tough one for me this week because I have had a very challenging couple of weeks, mostly with work, some personal stuff, but like I guess what I might be most proud of is that I'm still getting up and doing it every day, you know, like it's the most basic thing to be proud of. But it's been really hard. Yeah, but I'm still here. I still have my job. My job was never in question. It's just my job it's been difficult. You know, we have some people who are moving on to other positions and we have to replace them. You know, I was already stretched thin before they said they were leaving. So, and hiring new people is always hard. So there's that. And then I guess like the other thing, it's a little more fun, is as of Friday, I did not have my set together for my show. It's not my show. It's a show I'm in that's coming up this Thursday night. And I like just buckled down Saturday morning yesterday and I just got it all out and I'm feeling really good about it now. So
yeah, I would like to just say that I'm also proud of you.
Thank you.
And for other reasons though, that I'd like to just throw out there.
Okay.
I think that you are holding down a lot. You got a lot going on, as you specified, work stuff, personal stuff going on, yet you still managed to completely edit our last episode, and you are going to edit this one as well because I don't have the tech on my side.
Yeah.
You also managed to keep up with our Facebook page. You're doing posts. You're responding to people.
Yeah.
You are still taking your kids to do fun things. A couple weeks ago, you were at the roller rink with the kids, doing your thing there. You're still, you got your, I was going to say something about your set, but you already said that. And also you made time to, come see my son on his birthday, which is super sentimental for me.
Aww.
So even though you came out to mainly record, I'm really appreciative that you came out to see him. And, I know it's a drive for you. So
yeah. I sympathize with him. He's a second child, just like me. Not a middle child. It's not the same, but he is a second child, just like me. So.
He is a second child. A little bit cuter.
What? Okay, fine. That's fair. I agree with that statement. Yeah. I approve.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. But yeah, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I think that you've really, if we're talking about, growth here, I think you've really grown in the past year.
Oh
And a
God.
lot of it is confidence.
It's been painful.
It's been painful.
Honestly, like
but
this, the amount of stretching I feel like I've had to do and the amount of
Mhm.
uncomfortable feelings I've had to sit with and uncomfortable conversations I've had to have. It's growth is really hard, and I know why. I get why people don't do it.
It is hard, but you did it really well, and you
Thank
can't
you.
go anywhere without it. And knowing that you're a provider for your kids, you also want to show, Noelle,
Yeah.
look at what you can do
Yeah.
with, this and that. I feel like
With these tools. Yeah.
it's so important to show that, and I think you're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
So I think you should keep it up. All right.
Well, I think that's all we got for you guys. This is kind of long. I'm gonna have to edit this one too, but thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one. We'll post about it.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye, mamas.